Hey everybody, Chris Steele here at Steel Frags. Tonight I'm reviewing FAHKAR EXTRAIT Gold. Um, let's get down into it, man. So, thank you to all the returning subscribers, all the new subscribers, and potential subscribers. Help me help you make the world a better smelling place. You know what to do. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up. If you like the content, subscribe and comment if you have any questions or comments. So, this has been out for a while, but I'm just now getting my nose around to it. I've had it in my collection for, I would say, maybe a week or two. Well, no, longer than that. It's been about a month. Haven't wore it quite as much because it is starting to get pretty cold, like significantly more cold than it has been the past months. And that is normal around this time of year because here in Illinois it gets damn cold in December, and that's just the start of it. So no need to click off the video. Yes, this is a summer fragrance, but this is strong enough to where it could branch off into the fall, spring, and even the winter. So this is a very versatile fragrance in some aspects, and in other aspects you might want to choose something differently. Let's get into the note breakdown before we go further. So, in FAHKAR EXTRAIT, you have cardamom at the top, grapefruit, pink, and pink pepper. In the middle, you have tuberose, solar notes, and artemisia. And in the base, you have amber, cashmere, labdanum, and leather. So, what does all that smell like? That's what we're trying to get to, right? It's a very good smelling fragrance. I will tell you that right off the bat. You can smell it off the nozzle once it's been sprayed. It's like that. Ooh, I really like this one. It's very strong though, but I really like this one. So in the opening, you get hit with a blast of grapefruit. Oh, and another thing, if you're wondering what this is a inspiration of, it is Paco Rabanne 1 million Parfum. And I can see it in the opening. Because, like, in the opening of Parfum, it has that real sweet blast of grapefruit and the cardamom. It's like a very. Oh, and don't forget about the pink pepper. I did state that it is stated in the notes. So everything in the top that is stated in there is true to its nature. It's pink pepper, grapefruit, cardamom. Very nice. Smells very bright. Um, I will say that it's probably not of the same quality of Paco Rabanne 1 million Parfum, just because that one is a lot smoother. You don't really get that alcohol tinge. This one has somewhat of an alcohol tinge. So it's very strong. Now, I wouldn't say strong, but it can be a little synthetic at first, but don't let that put you up. As it dries down, it starts to come in its own. You still have that cardamom. It's a sweet like cardamom. But then you start getting tuberose, like a really heavy tuberose. And tuberose is like a sweet, waxy floral, at least to my nose. It smells sweet, kind of waxy, kind of thick, and florally. So like almost like a lily, but just a lot sweeter and a lot thicker. Almost in the realm of a ylang ylang. And yes, I do know what I'm talking about because I have an essential oil collection as well. So I smell these oils, and I'm not talking out the side of my neck or, like going to Google and looking stuff up. I actually know what these notes smell like, most of them, except for maybe solar notes and what was the other one? Labdanum. Not sure what that is. Anyway, yes, heavy tuberose, solar notes. Um, the artemisia is also known as wormwood, whatever you want to call it, but that's not a big player. It does add a slight greenness. As this starts to come into its own, you do get a bit of leather at that bottom. Um, Cashmere as well. Cashmere has a similar vibe as leather. It's just a little more fuzzy. And then amber, which is sweet, resinous amber. So this is overall, what does this smell like, right? So we went through the notes. This smells it smells very sweet, very uplifting, slightly citrusy. Um, think think a cool summer day. That's what it kind of reminds me of. It kind of reminds me of beach vibes because of the solar note, and then that waxy tuberose almost comes off like suntan lotion, but it doesn't. It doesn't come real like it's it's on the playground of suntan lotion, but it's not on the swing. It's not suntan lotion. It's not like it, it's not that similar, but it does. You do get that vibe with the tuberose, and it's sweet. It's I would say it's very sexy though. It reminds me of like bikinis and drinks and barbecues and music and pools and all that good stuff in summer. So yes, this is approved. Okay, we'll get into the verdict at the end, but this is up there. I like it. It's right in the realm of fragrances that I really dig. Um, so seasons, you could truly wear this any season. You just have to temper your sprays. So summer, winter, fall, spring. As far as the strength of this is a very strong fragrance, especially for more of a citrus forward in the opening kind of fragrance. This is very strong for a summer fragrance. So you're looking at anywhere between 6 and 8 hours solid, closing skin. You want more performance? Spray a little more. You want less performance? Spray a little less. It can become cloying if you're in a situation where you've sprayed too much of it and you've got that thick tuberose blasting off your sweater and you're in a car or on a bus or on a train and the person next to you is going into anaphylactic shock because you have poisoned them with tuberose. It can be very cloying. So mind your sprays. Projection, very good. You're looking at 1 to 3 feet, depending on your sprays again. This can be a room filler if you spray it a lot, so just be mindful of that. And sillage is there. If it's filling the room, then the sillage is playing its part. It's doing what it's supposed to do. And overall, it's a very, very good performing fragrance. Smells great. Presentation is very, very nice. This will make a very good Christmas gift to somebody, maybe a younger person in your family or a person who just likes the things that I aforementioned, like pool parties, barbecues, beers if you drink, or just fruity drinks, stuff like that. So we covered that. What was I going to say? Oh, let's get to the verdict, right? So lately, in the past 2 videos, I've been doing this thing where I give it a number because I didn't really do that before. I stole that from other reviewers. I saw it and I was like, yeah, let me holla at you. And I went ahead and I took it. So the verdict for this one is solid 8.5. I give it a very high mark. The reason I give it such a high mark is great performance, super value. I got this for $20. I don't know if it's that much still on Amazon, but I got this for $20 on Amazon. You can't really find any fragrances of noteworthiness that are that cheap now. Maybe a year or two ago, you could find some really, really, knock them out the park clone fragrances for $20. Those days, that shit's over with. Those days are gone. You're looking at anywhere between 30 and 40 now for just, your basic, your good quality clones. But yeah, that and the scent profile. The scent profile just has it has that's what I was gonna get into, situations. So this just has very high club appeal because it is cloning uh that damn it, I always do this. 1 million Parfum. It's cloning that, so it has that club appeal where you could wear this at a party and make a statement. You could wear this at a club and make a statement. You could wear this at a lounge and, you know, garner compliments. And it just has that kind of vibe. And I'm all for those fragrances because for me, those are some of my favorite kinds of fragrances. They just remind me of very good times. Um, this is also good for date nights. Usually, most club fragrances are good for date nights, just as long as you do not spray them in. Like, you remember the analogy, or not the analogy, the trope, or whatever you want to call it, that I made earlier about the person sitting next to you and having anaphylactic shock from your fragrance. Well, if you spray too much of this and you go in for a kiss, it's not going to go well. Okay? You're going to get more than a kiss. She's not going to be happy. Okay? You're never going to get, your DMs are going to be dry as the Sahara, like the desert behind me. It's going to be dry as that. That's your DMs after you spray too much of this. So please take heed, not too much. But it's a beast mode fragrance. I will say it's in that range, beastly. It's a small beast, but it's a beast nonetheless. Uh, yeah, I think I've covered all the bases on that one. 8.5, solid fragrance, good value, monster performer, really, really nice. One of my favorite kind of scent profiles. And that's it. So you know what it is, man. Until the next one, you guys stay blessed. Peace.